All right, guys, once again, welcome to this call. And today we are going to discuss about offer creation. So what are the things, what are the elements, what are the formulas that actually decide whether whether offer is a great offer or it's an average offer or it's a bad offer? Because whenever we are creating a product, we actually don't have anything measurable in our mind based on which there are no actually parameters that we have in our mind based on which we can decide whether our offer is good, great, bad, worse, whatever it is. So we need, but ideally there are parameters which you are currently unaware of. So today I'm going to share a formula with you and I'm going to explain and break down that formula to you, based on which you would have more clarity about whether your offer is good or great or it is very bad. So that formula is going to give you clarity about that. Now, offer creation, how to increase the value of your offer. Now we know that if you want to charge for something in the market, now it's not like that we are going to solve some unique problem and no one else is solving that problem, because anyways the market is already that much mature that whatever problem you are going to solve in the market, probably someone else is already solving that product in some way or the other way. You're not going to create a unique problem which is not existing in the market right now. There are very extremely less chances of that you are going to solve a problem which no one else is already solving in the market. It's just that you would be either changing the messaging, you would be changing your positioning or something like that, and based on that you would be launching your product. Now the question comes, then how can we increase the value of our offer? Because as of now, as Vaishnavi was telling that, Divyansh, I want to create a product around content creation. I want to help content creators creating content. Now, is this a problem? Yes, it's a very genuine problem. Is there a market gap? Yes, there is a market gap. Are there other people solving this same problem? Yes, there are people solving the same problem. There are coaches who are teaching this thing. There are digital product owners who are selling products related to these things. And then are we solving any unique problem? No. But can we make money by solving this problem? Yes. But only when we create an offer which is high value offer. Because when the value of the offer is high, it ensures that we can charge high for the product and charge for the product, and people will actually pay for that product. So we need to increase the value of your of our product. Now you must have already been listening to this thing about from all the YouTube content creators and everyone else in the market, that you need to give value to the market. But how do we define that? How do we actually give value to the market? Does that mean that we need to give more and more longer courses to the audience? Does that mean we need to give 200 different things to the audience? What does this value giving actually mean? How do we define that, whether we are giving more value in the market or not, whether we are giving less value, more value? How do we define that thing? That is something that we are going to discuss about today. But before that, we need to choose a hungry market. Because whenever you are choosing a problem that you want to solve in the market, so the stage one is actually choosing a market and choosing a problem that you are going to solve for that market. After that, we will create a solution. A solution is basically our offer, and we need to decide that our offer is also a high value offer so that we get paid for solving a burning problem in the market. Now there are already hundreds of other people who are already solving this burning problem in the market. So you need to position your offer in a way that it is very high value and people are ready to pay for that. So the step one is obviously to choose a market and choose a burning problem in that market. Then the step two is to choose a solution for that problem and a high value solution for that problem so that people are ready to pay for that. While choosing the market, you need to do this 4-point market test to ensure that the product that you are going to launch is actually going to stay in the market for the next few months or next few years, and you are going to become profitable out of it, at least for a decent enough time that yeah, it makes sense for you that yeah, if I'm spending 15 days and launching a product and giving in my heart and soul, my money, effort, time, everything to create a product, it actually stays in the market and I make decent money out of it. Every product obviously has a saturation, but we just need to ensure that the saturation is elongated enough that it practically makes sense for us, because we don't want to create a product which just stays in the market for the next 15 days, obviously, because we want to ensure that we are at least making money out of one product for the next 6 months or 12 months or something like that. So yeah, that practically makes sense for us, that yeah, we are spending time with something and we are making money out of it. So that for that, we need to ensure that we are following this 4-point market test. The first point is pain. Number 2, purchasing power. Number 3, ease of reach. And number 4, growth. What does all these things mean? Number 1, pain. We have already been discussing about this thing, that we have to choose a target market which has a burning pain problem. any market which has a burning pain problem. You need to figure out a burning pain problem in a market. For example, if you have chosen working professionals, for example, if you have chosen content creators, or whatever you have chosen, you need to ensure that the market that I have chosen has a burning pain problem. You need to recognize that burning pain problem. And along with that, you also need to ensure that the target market that I have chosen and the pain problem that I have chosen, the target market also has the purchasing power to solve that pain problem. For example, uh, make money online, or just make money. Does everyone wants to make money? Yes, everyone wants to make money. That's a pain problem. Yes, that's a pain problem. Will you make money by solving that pain problem? Yes, but you need to ensure that you are solving this pain problem for a market which has the purchasing power. For example, a very vague example, a very raw example. Think about, if you are helping beggars to make money, will you make money out of it? No. Is there a pain problem? Yes. Do beggars want to make money? Yes. But you cannot technically teach them something through which they will make money and you can charge for that, because they don't have the purchasing power. That's a very raw example. So you need to choose a market which has a purchasing power, and you don't struggle with people that are always saying, I don't have the money to buy a product. You don't want to deal with people like that. So if, let's say, if you're creating a product of 1,000 rupees, you need to ensure that, okay, I am going to sell this product to this market and they can easily buy it for 1,000 rupees. I just need to position it in a way that it makes conscious sense to them, practical sense to them, and they have the capacity to buy that product. For example, I know my audience can easily buy a 9 rupees ka workshop. They can easily buy a 4,000 rupees ka 3-day event. They can easily buy a lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees ka mentorship also, if they want to really spend time with me, because I know the purchasing capacity of my target audience. Now, if you want to have a benchmark for this thing, for a high ticket product, now this is a very practical benchmark based on the Indian market trends after seeing out a lot of coaches and trainers in the market. Benchmark for a high ticket product that you can sell to your target audience is going to be 10% of the average yearly income of your target audience. For example, if I am targeting X category of people and their yearly income on an average is 10 lakh rupees, then I can charge up to 1 lakh rupees very easily from them for a high ticket product. For a high ticket product, it goes like that. And obviously anything less than that would totally make sense for them. Anything low ticket, mid ticket would totally make sense for them. Or just you need to position the value of your product in a way that it actually makes sense for them. That's it. You need to create a high value offer. So the benchmark is 10% of their yearly income. So if your audience is, let's say, on an average making 50 lakh rupees a year, then you can easily sell a product of 5 lakh rupees to them, and it won't make any, like, it won't bother them. They just need to be sure that your product is going to add value in their life, and 5 lakh rupees is not a big deal for them. So that is a benchmark that you can decide for your product pricing. After that, number 3, ease of reach. You need to select a target market which you can easily reach out through, like a target market to whom you can connect easily through ads and through your content and through all the organic channels, inorganic channels that you can use. For example, if you choose a very complicated target market, let's say if you want to target doctors specializing in a specific thing, let's say doctors specializing in heart diseases, that's a complicated market to reach, not a very complicated target market to reach. But what I want to say to you is select a target market that you can easily communicate with online. For example, working professionals, easy to connect. You can directly call out working professional in the market. Mass market, big pain problems, high purchasing power, and you can easily reach out to them through ads also, because you're not going to reach out to your target audience one-on-one. You need to reach out to them in masses. So you need to choose a mass audience which is easy to reach, easy to message, and easy to connect with the help of your ads and content and all the other things that you're going to make. After that comes the fourth pointer, which is also very important, that again is related to that mass audience only. That is a growing market. There should be growth in that market. You should not choose a very small target market, because if you're choosing a very small target market, very soon your target market would be saturated. And if your target market is saturated, you would again come back to square one, and you have to now create a new product, new target market, all those things. So choose a target market which is growing. Choose a target market which has a pain problem, purchasing power, easy to reach out, and is a growing market. Now, this fits all the pointers, Vaishnavi, for you, the target market that you choose. Content creators. Do they have a pain problem? Yes, they have a pain problem. Do they have the purchasing power? Easily, they have a purchasing power. Are they easy to reach? Yes, they are easy to reach. Is that a growing market? Yes, that is a growing market. But then what's the problem? The problem is not with the target market. The problem is with the offering that we are giving to them. So you are basically solving the problem of content creation, but you are saying that I will solve the problem of content creation with the help of a PDF guide or maybe a video course or something like that. Like the maximum that I can do is create a PDF guide or maybe create a video course maximum for them. Now that brings us to the second thing of this session, that is value creation. How do you actually measure value of your offer? Is my offer valuable? Is my offer not valuable? How do you exactly measure that thing? For that, you need to take care of four different variables. Different variables. Now, this is a very important formula. Note it down. Whatever you want to do it, you will obviously get a recording of this session. Value equals to dream outcome multiplied by perceived likelihood of getting results divided by time delay into effort and sacrifice. What does all these things mean? We will discuss about all the things one by one, and then it would start making sense for you. Now, value equals to dream outcome into perceived likelihood. Now, the dream outcome and the perceived likelihood are in the numerator. I hope you guys or all of you guys are aware about what is a numerator and what is a denominator, obviously. So numerator, like in this case, dream outcome and perceived likelihood are in the numerator. Now, if we want to increase the value of a product, then we need to ensure that the numerator is as big the numerator is, better it is for us. If the dream outcome is big enough, for example, if you are telling, let's say if I'm a weight loss coach and I'm telling to someone, I can help you lose 10 kgs. Versus there is another weight loss coach who is telling, I can help you lose 50 kgs. Dream outcome is higher in which case? In the second case, obviously, right? He is helping. The dream outcome is to lose weight. Someone is helping lose 10 kgs. Another person is helping lose 50 kgs. What is better? Losing 50 kgs. So if you can increase the dream outcome, the value of your offer increases. Number two, perceived likelihood of getting the result. Perceived likelihood of getting the dream outcome. For example, this person is saying, I can help you lose 10 kgs. And second person is saying, I can help you lose 20 kgs. But this person already has got 1500 case studies of people who have already lost 10 kgs. And this second person is a complete newbie in the market. Now, kiska value zyada hai? The first one, right? Because the perceived likelihood is more now. So it doesn't matter, like dream outcome is not the only variable. A lot of times we only focus on the dream outcome. Sometimes we only focus on the perceived likelihood. It's not going to work out like that. You need to keep all the things in consideration. You need to increase the dream outcome, increase the perceived likelihood, decrease the time delay, and decrease the effort and sacrifice at the same time. The more you can play with these numbers, the more you can increase the numerator and decrease the numerator, the more valuable your product will become. Okay, got it? Dream outcome. Increase the dream outcome of your product. For example, if you are helping content creators to solve their content creation problem, now think about what is their dream outcome. What do they want to do with content creation? What do they want to actually achieve with content creation? Is their dream outcome creating content? Is their dream outcome creating content? No. Their dream outcome might be making money with content, getting fame with content, selling products with content. Obviously, there is a dream outcome. So if that dream outcome is not mentioned in your offer, it's not going to make any sense. Because if I just say, I can help you lose weight, well, that's not my dream outcome. Obviously, that is the process. Now, weight loss wale case mein to still it is sounding good that I can help you lose weight, but that is not actually the dream outcome. The dream outcome is to look good in my wedding, to look good in my clothes, to look healthy and fit when I meet with my friends. That's the dream outcome that a person wants to achieve. So whatever your dream outcome is, it should be a part of your clear messaging to your target audience. If it is not a part, the dream outcome is not a part, then obviously it is a bad offer. Agar dream outcome is a part of your offer, increase the dream outcome as much as possible. Obviously, practically and in a ethical way, it's not like कि आपको अगर weight loss में तो you say I can help you lose 150 kgs because the are told dream outcome बढ़ाना है. It's not like that. Obviously, ensure that you are doing it ethically and it is practically possible. Whatever is practically possible, उसी चीज को ड्रीम आउटकम में इंक्लूड करना है. इंक्रीज द ड्रीम आउटकम एंड इंक्रीज द परसीव्ड लाइकलीहुड ऑफ अचीविंग दैट ड्रीम आउटकम. गॉट इट? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विद मी अंटिल नाउ? समझ में आया सबको? What do I mean by dream outcome and perceived likelihood? Perfect. Next part is decreasing the denominator. जितना ज़्यादा denominator को कम कर सकते हैं. And now in denominator we have got two things: time delay and effort and sacrifice. Now, what does time delay mean? Again, consider this example. Person A says, I can help you lose 10 kgs. Person B says, I can help you lose 20 kgs. What is better? Person B. Now person A says, I can help you lose 10 kgs. I've got 1500 case studies. Person B says, I can help you lose 20 kgs. I've got 0 case studies. What is better? Person A. So दोनों चीजों पे कुछ ना कुछ मिसिंग है. अगर एक पर्सन सी ऐसा आ जाए, who says I can help you lose 15 kgs and I've got 100,000 case studies of people who have already lost 15 kgs. I've got recorded case studies for that. Perfect. Person C wins. ये ड्रीम आउटकम परसीव्ड लाइक्लीहुड यहाँ पे सॉर्टेड हो गया. बट अगेन अभी हमें लग रहा है पर्सन सी इज द बेस्ट, द ऑफर ऑफ द पर्सन सी इज द बेस्ट. नाउ अगेन इमेजिन दिस थिंग. Person C now says, I can help you lose 15 kgs. I've got 1,000 case studies for that, but it would take you 2.5 years to lose 15 kgs. Will it make any sense? Is the offer good now? जो चीज अभी हमें अच्छी लग रही थी, that becomes like very bad now. So time delay is that another variable which we need to reduce. So let's say Vaishnavi is saying that I can help content creators to make money online and get more views on their reels, but in the next 45 years. Will that make any sense? No. You need to increase a time delay with that, attach a time delay with that and decrease the time delay. Shorter time में जितना जल्दी रिजल्ट लेके आ सकते हैं उतना better. The shorter the time delay is, the better it is for you. And I've discussed this in the 3 days event already, I guess. Ki if you can help your audience get to their goals, get to their desired situation in the shortest span of time possible, they would come to you only. That is why in low ticket products, we give them quick solutions. For example, you must have seen there is no one in the market who is selling I can help you create content for the next 30 days. No PDF guide for content creation is being sold in the market, but real templates are being sold in the market. They're not as trending as like right now as they were maybe 1.5 years ago. They were very trending in the market. Why real templates were trending and people were buying it and they were highly profitable? Because number one, dream outcome. Number two, perceived likelihood. And the time delay is very less. Like real template use karna. You don't have to do anything. You already have a template. Just use it. You don't have to figure out how, okay, I need to write a script, then I need to shoot content, then I need to edit the content, then I will upload it. The time delay is extremely less. And that brings us to the next pointer also, effort and sacrifice. What do we mean by effort and sacrifice? Creating content, writing script, shooting video, editing the video, all this has a lot of effort and sacrifice. टाइम का एफर्ट है, फिजिकल एफर्ट्स हैं, सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़ेगा टाइम, ऑल दोस थिंग्स. बट रियल टेम्पलेट्स, एनी एफर्ट, एनी सेक्रीफाइस, नो. Instantly you can use them. That is why all the digital, now this would make sense for you, all the digital products that you see around you which are profitable, they all will have these things common. Time delay would be extremely less. Financial trackers, any effort or sacrifice, nothing. You just need to enter your data and you would be having your finance tracking and all those things sorted. Watching a finance management ka course, effort and sacrifice hai? Yes, there is a lot of effort and sacrifice. That is why you will not see anyone selling 299 rupees mein a finance management ka course, a 24 hours ka course ya fir 240 hours ka course, because it's not about providing more content. Value is not about providing more content, sharing more things. It's all about all these 4 variables. Play with the 4 variables, increase the numerator and decrease the denominator, and your value would increase. Got it? समझ में आया सभी को? How do we actually increase the value of our offer?